Primary weapon G36, secondary weapon MP9, lethal, Simtex, tactical, trophy system, hook setup, sleight of hand, quick draw, stalker, specialist kill streaks, hardline, assassin, blind eye, death streak, juiced. Commencing mission.
Hello anybody, and today I'll be bringing you my third MOAB. This may be my possibly final MOAB. I may stop trying for them because it's really depressing when you don't get them, because you have to try, or at least for me, I have to try really hard and usually without success. I'm not a MOAB type of guy. It just doesn't suit my gameplay, I suppose. Some people can get it like at the snap of the fingers, but not me. Which kind of brings me to another point. You can usually tell when you're going to get a MOAB. Like this game, I had no idea I was going to get a MOAB. Usually you can tell. Like when you start off with a double kill and follow that up with a triple kill, you probably know the game's going to give you a MOAB if you play your cards right. Sorry, you will see me slightly camping every now and then, especially in this spot. I apologize for wanting to be in a tactical position that overlooks almost the entire map. It's very rude of me. Hee hee. Anyways. Fallen is probably the easiest map to get a MOAB on, in my opinion. Fallen or Downturn, they're both pretty large maps where you can hide pretty well. Maybe Outpost too, but anyways, Fallen is probably the easiest because it has a flatness and a sense of order to it, unlike Downturn, which has chaos, you know, crumbling buildings, things like that. So with Fallen you can hide, but you still know where to look pretty easily. Since for the most part there are typically two levels, that would be ground level and I'll say second story level, because if you notice the only in-betweens are really, you know, every now and then you can jump on something that kind of gives you a medium elevation, or you can hang out on the stairs, that's a medium elevation, but for the most part the terrain's pretty flat. It simply goes from ground level to upper level. Okay, having gotten that thought out, did you see how I died like a chump there? That's why I don't like to go for MOABs. Because no matter how cautiously I play, I mean, I shouldn't have run out into the open like that, but I did hit the guy first, and he killed me immediately. When I die, I look like a chump, just like I got sniped out there from the guy in the window I should have known was there. And actually, after he sniped me out, you know what? The first thing that went through my head is revenge. I went from, I'm gonna get a MOAB to, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. And actually, with that sniper shot, I was like, I'm not gonna get a MOAB this time, oh well. And I got all frowny face like. Because when you get a MOAB in Team Deathmatch, you really have to get it early, or you have to start early because, you know, you have a finite number of kills that can be had. So it's very challenging and very depressing because usually, you know, when you screw it up at the beginning in Team Deathmatch, you know, hey, I have to wait till the next round before I can actually possibly get a MOAB. And then you don't, and the process repeats, and it really sucks. Okay, here comes a shot across the bow. I guess that's what it's called. Yes, I guess I could try getting a MOAB in Domination, but you know what? I play the fucking objective, which means I get killed constantly. So no MOAB would be had. And the only time I would try for a MOAB in Domination is if I thought it would help the team win and I was 100% guaranteed that I was going to get it, because otherwise I would just fail and be a kill whore. Domination rant over, theater rant on. Okay, as you notice, yes, I was actually pointing at that guy's head. Of course I didn't get a headshot by shooting to the left of him. This is a perfect illustration that theater mode is not actual video of what happened. All it really does is record the code, quote-unquote code of what happened. This guy threw something here, this guy was here, and it plays it back through the actual game engine, which in the actual game I was able to point to the right and point at the guy's head, but in theater mode the character model got stuck and was unable to point to the right, therefore it was unable to properly recreate what happened. Back to MOABs and all that good stuff. You know, a lot of people ask for tips on how to get MOABs. You know, of course, I'm probably not the expert since I've only gotten 3, and it's not easy for me. I have to bust my ass usually. But, I mean, you know, you'll see some people run some tactical classes like Assassin Pro, Blind Eye Pro, all that stuff, and the they'll have either the trophy system or they'll have the portable radar, you know, things like that. And I'm running the trophy system today, and this is the first time I've ever used it. It's pretty interesting. I find myself actually joysticking up to throw a stun grenade and pulling out the trophy system and then getting killed like an ass. But other than that, it works pretty well, except when it blows up, because the trophy system, in case you don't know, it blows up enemy projectiles 2 times. And if it does that right in front of your face, it kind of throws your aim off. So yeah, that happens. So watch out where you place it and where you're going to be. But the reason I say, you know, run whatever you feel comfortable with is because, like I said, I just started using the trophy system. It didn't really help me this gameplay, so it didn't really matter, but you know, run whatever you want to run. And I never run Assassin Pro or Blind Eye, which could possibly be the reason I don't get that many MOABs, but I always run specialist kill streaks when I do it, and I always get my specialist kill streak. So, you know, usually I just blow it because I'm being too bold. But I'm just saying, like, if the game wants to give you a MOAB, and if it's your time to get a MOAB, you will get a MOAB. I mean, there are several moments in this gameplay where I should have died, and I didn't. You know, just the way the COD world works, you know, sometimes it screws you over and sometimes you get so lucky that you have to call the game rigged. Winky face. Well, this commentary is coming to an end and I'm about to earn my MOAB, and when I do, I was like, what the hell? Because I didn't expect to earn one, you know, I didn't know I was actually that close, and of course I immediately get killed after I earn it. Taps head thinking. Anyways, yeah, so I earned it and I was like, what the hell? I did not mean to do that this time. At the beginning I did, but not at the end. So now that we've gotten the end out of the way, I just wanted to say some things. I believe the G36 is the best gun in the game, or it's capable of being the best gun in the right hands. To the average person, it's not the best gun, you know, maybe the PP90 would be better. The PP90 is great, by the way. But anyways, yeah, so in the hands of an expert, not saying I'm an expert, I'm saying in the hands of an expert, the G36 is the best gun in my opinion. It's great at distances, even though it says it's really medium range. At distance, if you single tap, burst, and then single tap again, they'll die every time. Sometimes even if you just single tap and burst. And screw the fake COD stats, I'm going to give you the real stats in a second, but anyways, yeah, this gun is super accurate. Like, you can headshot from across the level, you could shoot a bullet between the butt cheeks of a gnat at 100 yards, I guarantee it. Actually, it would probably obliterate the gnat, but you could say you hit between his butt cheeks. So right now, I'm going to admit an extreme fault of mine when it comes to video games. I never study the ins and outs, I never become an extreme expert. I simply learn certain things to suit my gameplay, and then I try to rely on my gaming quote-unquote skills to help me overcome any ignorance that I have. But having said that, I do have a neat trick that I'm going to try. Computer, can you display the G36's stats?
G36 primary weapon class, assault rifle, moderate damage, 770 rounds per minute, number of bullets to kill, short range, 3 body, 2 head, long range, 4 body, 3 head, recoil is moderate to low, aim speed is moderate, 0.3 seconds, magazine capacity, 30 rounds, 45 rounds with extended mags, average reload speed, 2.4 seconds.
Well, there you have it. Those are the actual stats of the video game G36, not the BS that they actually put in the game. So, there we go. You're welcome, I guess. Just kidding. Later.